Hi, good afternoon all. It is Sunday, October the 20th. So I thought I'd come and do a little bit of floss tube while the sun is still shining. Because it's getting dark now, quite early. It's very sad. Yeah, so what I'm doing with this is I'm just going to show you what I've been working on today for the last week, and then there's a few other wee clips of stuff I filmed over the last week or so, because I thought it's easier to do bits and then put it away than try and do it all at once. I never get time, I keep getting disturbed, people come downstairs, it's really annoying. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll all work. Oh, I've just found a lottery ticket in my crochet bag. That's what I'm going to talk to you about. Maybe I should go and get it checked in the shop. Anyway, to get back to where I was. What have I been up to? I think it was like July or something was the last time, because I keep doing it every week and weeks and weeks and weeks go by. So we've had a couple of trips away. We went to a wedding. I can't even remember if I've showed you my cottage garden samplings. What's it called? Songbird. I always called it lovebirds. I think it was called songbirds. Hopefully maybe I've taken a picture and I'll put it in here, because obviously I framed it and took it to the wedding and gave it to the bride and groom, and they were very happy with it. And it was a lovely wedding. It was really good down in Newcastle. So it was great. And then, so that was at the end of August. At the end of September, we flew down to Bristol and then drove down to Cornwall to visit my husband's family. We had a big family gathering again down there. And because one of his aunts live in Cornwall, so it was great. It was wet and windy and everything like that, but I didn't really stop. I was having a good time. It was very nice. It was really nice to kind of get to know some more of his family, because I mean I have known them for years. We've been together for years, but it was nice. Good. Kids came with us, which was really nice, because they don't really know a lot of their family, so we don't really have any family up here. Yeah, so that was good. So that's me for trips until next trip is my stitch weekend, stitching retreat. Scottish Stitching Retreat, which is organised by the one and only Donna Money. There is a Facebook group, Scottish Stitching Retreat, if anyone is interested. I'll see if I can put a link to it. Don't count on that happening. So that's November 7, 8, something like that, 9, don't really know. Whatever weekend it is, and that's just like the second weekend of November. Up at Cascade, which is just a few miles north of Glasgow. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I went just for a day in July, which was good but not good, because it was good because it was nice to see everyone, but not good because everybody else was staying there. Now I went home and I was like, I think I would rather actually just go to the whole thing or not go at all. So I'm going to the whole thing. So I'm looking forward to that. I have no idea what I'm going to work on when I'm there, actually. I haven't thought that far ahead. Because then the week after that, I'm going to Gran Canaria with my sister. Because my sister obviously sadly lost her husband during the week. So as a selfless act, I'm going on holiday with her. I thought that was really good of me. It's not just the fact she got timeshare in Gran Canaria. And yeah, yeah, definitely I'll come with you. So I'm doing that, and I already know what I'm stitching that week. You know, I'm already got that plans. Oh, I'm going to take my Mirabelle. I'm going to test, because it's enough interest to keep me for the whole week, just to have the one project with me, because obviously I can't take loads because I'm only taking one in my bag. But not too much. So I was like, oh, right, I'm going to take that. But I haven't thought about what I'm taking to the retreat. But that's a lot easier, because I'll take in the car and I can just shove everything in there. So, what can I show you? Right, I'm going to show you this. This is, I don't have the picture for it, sorry. This is what I've been working on for last week. So this month in Full Coverage Fanatics, is it fall into autumn or something? I don't know, something to do, fall into it. I can't remember. Whatever month we're on. October, I'm really good at this description. Whatever one it is for October, anyway, it's an autumnal one. So obviously this, which is called, oh my god, I've actually no idea what this is called, sorry. Bewitched Park. It's a big park. By Leonid Avrimov. But this was charted. I'm sure you can probably get this on Heaven and Earth now, but at the time it was charted by Love Thy Thread. So this is page 2. £1, as you'll see. You know, it's not huge. And it's one of those ones, I like it, but I don't like it. I like it, but I'm on the fence budget. I think I like it, and I will, but I'm quite happy to just pick it up for the odd month for something like this. So I'm just going to finish off tonight. I'm going to try and finish off this wee bit, and then I'll put it away, because I've worked on it probably on the 20th. So I think I've worked on it I'm roughly kind of trying to do 10 days or till I get to a certain point. So this was my monthly piece, my monthly full coverage piece. Because I'll show you my big project later. Well, we'll do that later. We're just a few minutes down. So that was that. So it's just again DMC on some 28 count. That's actually grey. I'd actually got it for something else and then I didn't like it. So I was like, well, it'll do fine because you're never going to see it. Yeah, so that's that. So yeah, I'll pop that away. I had to finish this month. Yeah, it might have been this month, yeah. Tiny little finish. This was my Mill Hill jeweled pair, which was the small. I guess like I'm working on a big one, a monthly one, a small one, another one. And that's it, I think. But this is my small. I've got about another, I do like 5 or 6 small pieces. So this is my, I'm not going to show you too close because it'll look rubbish. Mill Hill jeweled pair. So now I just have to finish it. And I'm really annoyed because I had loads of felt at one point. I had like this bag of felt, different colours, which would have been freaking ideal for this. And then I've obviously looked at some point and went, I'm never going to use those. Chucked it out. Can't find them anywhere. So I'm going to have to try and find something to back this with. I've got a little bit of fabric. I'm not sure if it's gonna, I'm gonna find it. So I'm gonna have to, I'm just thinking, once upon again, I don't know where this is. Once upon a time, I recovered the chairs that I'm sitting on, which are brown leather, you know, plastic leather. Yeah, I could stick that on the back. It look quite cool. Probably chuck that out as well. I'm dreadful. I don't keep anything. I can't stand. I think because I've always lived in quite small houses with not a lot of storage. You're just like, no, bin. Don't keep what you need. So finish that small. So I think I've only got like another one. I'll use another small next month. But that was actually one of my anniversary pieces this month as well. So I don't have that. So after finish that tonight, so we're on the 20th, I've got 11 days left. I'm going to do my Through the Ship's Manor through the window. Bear with me 2 seconds. Well, I'll just show you this. So I have worked on this. This I started last year, and I did the January, February, March. Obviously, turn up here. And then it kind of drifted off. So what I decided to do was each month just work on a little bit of each month. So we've got April, May, June, July, August, September. So I'm going to come down. I've not done any for October. So I'll work a little bit in October. And so every year I'll just, like, I won't, like next January, February, March, I don't need to work on them at all. I'll not start it again till April and then work in April. And work on them in the corresponding months. Doesn't that sound right? Because I quite like it, but again, there's no great rush. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I just like it. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. You see, I've converted to philosophy bags because I had all my DMC on bobbins on a tray. And it was all very nice, and then you pull one out. Don't know how something remember that. Pull one out, then I pull about 20 out because the thread would all get tangled up, and then you go, and they go flying across the room, and they're under chairs and everything. I was like, okay, I need to do something else with this. And so I thought, I'll get, I got one little pack of philosophy bags. I thought I'll try this and see what it's like. Yeah, really liked it. So I bought another 100, and I've got, the problem is I've got a big set of DMC. But yeah, I'm finding it. Just kind of using, I've got like a ring to clip them all on. And then I've also got, I stole one of Neve's earrings. She did notice when she's like, that looks like my earring. I'm like, it was one day, it was because I'd been putting it in her ear because she was getting it stuck. And I was like, big hoop. It's like, they're coming with me. You'll never notice they're missing. The great earrings, like, you get like 6 pairs for £1 or something out of Primark. Much cheaper than the actual rings. Cost quite a lot of money. If you're looking for rings for philosophy bags. Hoop earrings. Do the trick. Yeah, and so it's working quite well at the moment. Like, so I can have them on the ring because I quite often I work in between the chair and the sofa or wherever, and then I can just pick up and go, and I'm not got bobbins flying about everywhere. So that's a lot done. So the other thing I'm going to show you, maybe this is the winning lottery ticket. Somebody hadn't claimed the Euro Millions, but I think they have now. I need this one. The 1st of October, right. I need to go across the shop anyway. I'll maybe get that checked. You might never see this video. I might be lying, or the next time you see me, I might be on a beach in the Bahamas. Or maybe not Bahamas. Somewhere like that. Anyway, now I'm going to show you my next little, because, you know, I've got so much time in my hands. This time last year, I took a notion. I was off my work. I had an operation. I was off my work. I was like, I'm going to learn to crochet. And I managed to knit a scarf, crochet a scarf. It wasn't brilliant. It's one of these infinity ones. I've been wearing it all the last week or two. It's a bit, it goes in and out a bit because, oh my god, you think it would be so simple to keep in a straight line, but apparently it's not. It's so easy to just suddenly make up more stitches and it's suddenly out there and then it goes back. So it's not brilliant, but it does the trick. It keeps my neck warm. So I thought, no, I'm going to do another one this year. I'll do a crochet. So this is just a straight up and down one. So this is it looks really red in that. It's not quite as red in there. Oh god, where's the end of it? The crochet. So yeah, it's just a straight up and down. And so far, I think I've just about got it straight. And then it's so hard, you know, and you add them, you count all the numbers and it just, you seem to just, and then I looked and I'm like, I've got an extra one. So then I took them all out again and then I'm like, no, it's too short. And it's like, oh, what the hell? So yeah, my plan is I'm going to take this away with me to Gran Canaria. Because my sister's a knitter. She's a crack. She knows about these things. She's quite awesome. Because this would be quite good to just do, because it's just all it's the treble crochet. It's a half treble crochet. It's just like the one stitch. It's, you know, pretty goddamn straightforward. And then I found there's a place in town, kind of crafty centre. It's opened up in an old building in town. And they had something on this that I learned crochet on Wednesday night. Oh, great. I'll look that up now. It's fully booked. And then so I found them on Facebook, and then they've got another one on a Wednesday night. And I was like, oh, no, I'm on holiday. Great. So they've got one in December. So I'm going to book that up. That I can actually go to. I'm going to book that up and hopefully maybe learn, because I've sat and watched YouTube and oh my god, I was trying to make a granny square. I swear to god, I did this about 20 times and the instructions are good, but there gets to the point where they'll suddenly do something or say something and you're like, what? And you rewind it back and you're like, what? And it's like, doesn't matter how much you rewind it back, they just go, okay, we're doing this. And you're like, okay, right, now you know what you're talking about, but do you really have to talk? You have to do your videos if you're talking to a complete idiot that has no coordination whatsoever, because yeah, or just explain more exactly what this is. And I get very frustrated. I'm the kind of person, if I get it wrong, it gets chucked up and thrown. I'm never doing that again. Like Monopoly, you know, it's like I'm getting beat. Go on, don't want to play that anymore. So I need, but I've actually impressed with myself as to how I actually was like, okay, just put it down. We'll unravel it, put it down, we'll do it again another day. And I did it again another day. I'm like, okay. And I got a little bit further and then I was like, put it down. And eventually I managed to get something that did resemble an actual square. So I was like, okay, that was a bit traumatic. I'll just do this. So that's my plans for the winter. Now I'm going to go and check out, I'm going to add all these videos together. This is the winning ticket. Do you think? To be honest, I think the winner of the £170 million has come forward, and I haven't heard of them missing anybody in Ayrshire yet, so maybe I'll win a couple of quid. We'll see. I've got another one actually. I bought another one last night. Really should check these out. I could have been wasting my time at my work for the last few weeks when I could have been sitting living a life of luxury. Right, so anyway, I'm now going to add all the little bits on, and oh my god, oh, and I'm getting my hair cut on Saturday. I mean, it's just embarrassing. Oh, and we might be getting a dog. And when I say we might be getting a dog, I've seen a dog in a rescue shop. Rescue shop? And I'll take that as a rescue shop. In a rescue farm, we're going out and volunteering at, and this dog, it's like I don't really know what it is. It's like a staffy and something else. Anyway, it's lovely, and we said, oh, we're really interested. We're going to do some paperwork. Fingers crossed, all going well. Benji. I'm at that stage now, you know, my kids are a bit older, they don't really need me. I need to get, you know, I don't want to be, you know, it's like I'm way too old for babies and way too young for grandbabies, so I need someone to fill that void, and Benji's going to be it. I'm looking forward to it. Right, enough nonsense. Goodbye, and hopefully I'll thank you for all the usual malarkey. If anybody actually watches this or likes it, subscribes, does anything, and hopefully some of you I might see in November. So this might be up actually. Maybe I'll have actually put this together and done something with it before November. Fingers crossed. Right. Bye. Okay. So as you'll see, this is my other that I've been working on. Excuse me, sorry, for the last couple of months. And obviously this is Coffee Quaker by Heartstring Samplery. But as I'm sure there's a pretty big giveaway there, I am changing it up slightly. Total Diet Coke head, will admit it quite freely. So I'm not sure if when the last time I showed you on this, but essentially for the last couple of months I have been working. I think I filled in a few of the kind of motifs, various motifs, because as somebody once reminded me, I did apparently start this once upon a time for Stitch Mania, and I vaguely remember now I was planning to stitch it. I was stitching a motif a day. So, and then that never really carried on, as is the way of the world. So anyway, so I filled in all the kind of motifs that I had started. So, and then for the last couple of months, I've been working on this bit here. And also then filling in eventually, because I was missing 347, which is this red here, and just never got around to getting it. So I just kept working on everything else and then went back and filled those in. So today I've just finished this bit here, so that's why I've taken off the Q snaps, because I'm going to put it away for a week or so. So obviously I then decided to do this because it's charted. The design from Heartstring Sampling has provided charting for, I think it says the diet cola or the tea. So I was like, well, I just change it. And so I know when I'm coming to do any motifs here, I can just chop and change them about. So that's that. Obviously, while I was doing this, I came across the slight conundrum of DMC 815, which is in here, and it's also in here. Because I discovered, which I'm sure some of you may well know, I don't know if it's just a European thing, that DMC 815 has changed over the years. I've got a lot of floss from years ago. And I've recently just started using the floss away bags, and so I gathered up all kind of bits and pieces and put them all together. And then when I went to pull it out, I was like, holy crap, I've got the wrong one in here. This isn't right. There's two different colours in here. I was looking, I'm going, no, they both definitely, I've both put these on as 815. And so I had a little look on the internet to see, was I going mad or what should it be? Turns out the dye process had changed or something. But This isn't like slightly different. Let me just see if I've got them here. See if I can show you. Hang on, 2 seconds. Sorry. 2 seconds. Have a look at. Talk amongst yourself. Quick, quick, quick. Right. There. Right. Okay. 815. 815. 815. They are showing up slightly lighter than they are in real light. The colour's slightly different, but that's 2 different colours, isn't it? Yeah. So if someone could tell me, if anyone knows which one is the most recent, something makes me think it's something to do with the dot on the label. But this is 2 freaking different colours. And the problem is, it was fine for this because I used the colour I prefer for that one. But in here, I'd started, I think, doing this one. So I think this is that one. But then I picked up another one by mistake. But that worked fine because it's meant to be graded. But there's other stuff I'm pretty sure I'm using it with. And I'm like, oh my God, holy crap. Which one did I actually use? Thanks, DMC. I didn't know anything about that. I mean, it was years ago. So, yeah. Because what I'll probably do, the thing is, if I can find out which projects I'm using it in and try and work out, and then I'm just going to ditch them and get a new one. So I'm kind of up to date. But yeah, that was fun. I really thought I was losing my mind at that point. So, yeah. So that's it. So I've just taken it off Q Snaps because I've just finished this bit in here. So I'm going to pop it away for a few days. I'm going to carry on working on this. I've got a couple of things I'm going to work on this month. And then I'll come back to it, because my plan always was to work on another as in part of my rotation until at such times as it's finished. And I've not got too much to do in that, but my main thing with this is I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking I'm going to maybe try and get it made into a bag, because I don't know if it's. I wish I'd done it over one. And then it would have been quite nice in a wee frame. I feel like it's just a bit too big. I don't know if I would actually put it up in my house, so it would look quite nice in my hall. It's too big for a cushion. That might work as a cushion. So that's why I'm kind of like, Or like say, I might see if I can get it made into a bag. Or I might just shove it in the drawer roll, the other ones that I've never finished. That's for that. Okay, right. Bye-bye for now. Okay, so as you will see, as many of you might guess, this is my chatelaine. And this is White Nights in St. Petersburg. And so I have now finished up to part 9. So all I've got to complete in stitching is part 10, 11 and 12. And part 10 is essentially, so I'm just going to zoom in here. There's another building that has to go up here. And then 11 and 12 is the border. And the border comes up. It comes up to here, but there's actually, it's slightly off centre, the border. It ends up, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's slightly, but anyway, it goes against, it upsets me because it's slightly off centre. I like things square. So I'm going to miss out a little bit of the board. But I'm really pleased with that. I worked on that, excuse me, over the summer and finally got that last side finished. So I've given it a nice wash. While the sun was shining in the summer, I got it out, gave it a nice little wash, and well, I did iron it, but it's obviously been scrunched up again, but it's smelling all, I can sniff it. It smells all nice and fresh. So I've packed it up and put it away, and I'll get it back out next year. Obviously, I was able to wash it because I've just been using DMC. I think there is like one tiny little other, I think these ones were some blue I had. But other than that, I've just used DMC because I'm a cheapskate, and I was like, I'm not paying out hundreds of pounds for threads. And quite frankly, I think it looks just as good. I mean, obviously these are all the petite treasure braids and the sparkles. There's lots of golds in that. But the rest of it, yeah, just plain old DMC. Yeah, so it's looking really good. And so I think my plan for next year, I'm going to put this away now. Because I'm going to be working on one of my other BAPs. And
yeah, I'll get it out next year and start working on the buildings. So I'm planning next year, hopefully, to get the stitching finished next year. And then the following year, do the beading. And then hopefully win the lottery so that I can actually afford to get the thing framed. Because, yeah, I don't even want to actually think about that. Right, so that's that. See you later. Bye. Okay, so as you will see, as many of you might guess, this is my chatelaine. And I have, this is White Nights in St. Petersburg. And so I have now finished up to part 9. So all I've got to complete in stitching is part 10, 11 and 12. And part 10 is essentially, so I'm just going to zoom in here. There's another building that has to go up here. And then 11 and 12 is the border. And the border comes up. It comes up to here, but there's actually, it's slightly off centre, the border. It ends up, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's slightly, but anyway, it goes against, it upsets me because it's slightly off centre. I like things square. So I'm going to miss out a little bit of the border. But I'm really pleased with that. I worked on that, excuse me, over the summer and finally got that last side finished. So I've given it a nice wash. While the sun was shining in the summer, I got it out, gave it a nice little wash. And, well, I did iron it, but it's obviously been scrunched up again, but it's smelling all, I can sniff it, and it smells all nice and fresh. So I've packed it up and put it away, and I'll get it back out next year. Obviously, I was able to wash it because I've just been using DMC. I think there is like one tiny little other, I think these ones were some blue I had. But other than that, I've just used DMC because I'm a cheapskate, and I was like, I'm not paying out hundreds of pounds for threads. And quite frankly, I think it looks just as good. I mean, obviously, these are all the petite treasure braids in the sparkles. There's lots of golds in that. But the rest of it, yeah, just plain old DMC. Yeah, so it's looking really good. And so I think my plan for next year, I'm going to put this away now. Because I'm going to be working on one of my other BAPs. And yeah, I'll get it out next year and start working on the buildings. So I'm planning next year, hopefully, to get the stitching finished next year. And then the following year, do the beading. And then hopefully win the lottery so that I can actually afford to get the thing framed. Because, yeah, I don't even want to actually think about that. Right, so that's that. See you later. Bye. Okay, so this is my other BAP project, my big ass project. I have my chatelaine, and then I have this one. So as I finished up where I wanted to be on my chatelaine, I thought, right, I'm going to get this back out. Right, and let me just put this in proportion. This is page 1, 2, 3, and it's 9 pages long, and it's like, I think it's 7 or 8 pages down. 69 pages. I'm sorry, my maths isn't brilliant. I can't work that out. Anyway, it's just big. It's really, really, really big. But I love it. Sorry, I will mention it is Cartographica XL by Tilts and Crafts. That's kind of handy if I tell you what it's like. I will pop in a picture of what it should look like at some point in here. But essentially this is the top left corner. So this month I've worked, I'm trying to do it in the wee diagrams, I was kind of filling in a bit. So I worked a little bit more in here, and then filled this bit in, because it's so nice, because this, as you will see, lots and lots and lots of colour. This has just taken me like forever. Like you sit and do a little bit, and it's very, I really enjoy the little bits of confetti, but oh my god, it does take forever. So I did a little bit of that, and then like lots of that. And then I'm going to head up here and finish off the diagonal there, and then start another little bit. So do a little bit more there, a little bit more there, a little bit more there, just to keep it going. And once I'm done with this, it should be a lot easier. It's not quite as manic. But yeah, this is my lifetime piece. But I'm going to work on this then for the rest of the year. I'll work, what month are we in? October? My God, I've only got November and December left. So I'll do a little bit more in October, a little bit more into November, December, and just see where I get to. Like I say, there's no great rush. I'll get done probably never, but well, we'll see how far. It's a map of the world. We'll see how far we get. Might not ever get to see the whole world. Does that really matter? Nah, not really. Right, so that's it for now. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is my other BAP project, my big ass project. I have my chatelaine and then I have this one. So as I finished up where I wanted to be on my chatelaine, I thought, right, I'm going to get this back out. Right, and let me just put this in proportion. These are page 1, 2, 3, and it's 9 pages long, and it's like, I think it's 7 or 8 pages down. 6 to 9 pages. I'm sorry, my maths isn't brilliant. I can't work that out. Anyway, it's just big. It's really, really, really big. But I love it. Sorry, I will mention that it is Cartographica XL by Tilton Crafts. That's kind of handy if I tell you what it's like. I will pop in a picture of what it should look like at some point in here. But essentially this is the top left corner. So this month I'm trying to do it in the wee diagrams. I was kind of filling in a bit. So I worked a little bit more in here and then filled this bit in because it's so nice because this, as you will see, lots and lots and lots of colour. This has just taken me like forever. Like you sit and do a little bit and it's very, I really enjoy the little bits of confetti, but oh my God, it does take forever. So I did a little bit of that and then like lots of that. And then I'm going to head up here and finish off the diagonal there and then start another little bit. So do a little bit more there, a little bit more there, a little bit more there, just to keep it going. And once I'm done with this, it should be a lot easier. It's not quite as manic. But yeah, this will never. This is just this is my lifetime piece. I'm going to work on this then for the rest of the year. I'll work, what month are we in? October? My God, I've only got November and December left. So I'll do a little bit more in October, a little bit more into November, December, and just see where I get to. Like I say, there's no great rush. I'll get done probably never, but well, we'll see how far. It's a map of the world. We'll see how far we get. Might not ever get to see the whole world. Does that really matter? Nah, not really. Right, so that's it for now. Bye-bye.